Children, I'll be continuing the lesson now. So I had explained to you earlier that how Roof was could make out how the mood of the people of the village or the local or the state wise or the nation wise. So he had the knowledge of how the mood of the people was either in the village level or local level or in the national level. And for instance, he had also told the minister, so this time it won't be an easy win for you, and you have to see that the mood of the people has changed. So be careful, it will not be a landslide victory. Like you had last time you had won with a lot of majority. This time you may win, but not up to the margin, he would have told. So after this, what happens is so the villagers had 5 years to see a lot of change in Marcus They had given their votes, they have sent him as the leader of the People's Alliance Party, and the present government, which the earlier government which was there, was ruled by the People's Alliance Party, and the village, their own UMFO boy from their village had become the cultural minister, and they were very proud of him. But they had seen a lot of change after what Marcus Ibe had entered into politics. So what they had seen is, they had seen the quick way of gains what politics brought into Marcus Ibe's life. They had seen him gaining a lot of wealth, and not only that, even the titles of chieftaincy, and he was also given the honorary doctorate degrees. But everything they had seen a lot of gaining of lot of money and other things. What they had seen is, there was this particular doctorate degree which they couldn't understand, because the people were so navy, or they didn't have this knowledge, that according to them, if a doctor degree was given, they thought that Marcus Ibe should, when Marcus Ibe gets this doctorate degree, they thought that he had become a doctor, a MBBS doctor who treats the sick person. But these doctorate degrees and the wealth what he had gained and the lot of change in his life, the people would have seen, and they would have come to know that these honors, benefits had come so easily to a man whom they had given their votes very freely last time. But this time they came to know the power of their vote, and they wanted to see somehow that they would gain something out of it. Try it in a different way, so that when we put this vote this time, it's not only just like that we are going to give it free, they had thought. So this knowledge even Marcus Ibe had. So earlier Marcus Ibe's life, how it was before entering into politics is, Marcus Ibe was not that successful a person. He was working in one of the missionary schools as a teacher, and when he was working there, he had got into a clash with one of the lady teachers there, a female teacher who had given a complaint against him. When she had given a complaint against him, he was about to be dismissed from his job. At the same time, politics would have entered. This politics would have entered his village, and he very eagerly, resigning from the job of a missionary school teacher, he would have joined this politics. And when he had joined this politics, he had gained a lot of wealth, fame and name by going into this politics. What he had not today, he was the chief of this particular party, the People's Alliance Party, and he was honored a lot. And not only as a cultural minister he was working, he had worked, and he had gained 2 big cars. Not only that, he had also built himself the biggest house anyone had seen in this part of UMFO, and it has been said that none of the 6s had gone to Marcus Ibe's head. So Marcus Ibe knew that he had gained everything from this, from his village people, from this UMFO, and he was very proud of that. So whenever he didn't have much of work, he used to be mainly in the capital, because he was a cultural minister and he has worked there. But whenever he was free, he used to he loved to come to his village, and he would stay in between the people. And one thing, whenever he left the good things of the capital and he returned to his village, and the village which he had earlier promised running water and even electricity, both were not there in this village, but he had built such a big bungalow there, a mansion, where he had this mansion named after his own people. Like, he had named his mansion or the bungalow as Yumufo Mansion, in the memory of his own village group of 9 villages. And not only that, he had even got connected of a water supply and electricity only for his mansion. And when the opening ceremony of this mansion, Yumufo Mansion, happened, he had called he had called the whole of these village people. And when he had called the whole of these village people, he had given a very big feast, that is food for them, that was just equal to a Uzo feast. Here he had slaughtered 5 bulls and countless goats, and even the opening ceremony of this Yumufo Mansion was done by a archbishop. Thank you. Excuse me, children. And everyone who had attended this Yumufo Mansion was praising Marcus Ibe like anything. And one of the old man from this particular group said, "Our son is a good man. He is not like the..." So he said, "He is such a good man. See, he comes here, he remembers us, and he has built his own village. In our village only he has built such a big mansion, and he has not forgotten us. He has given us such a good feast, like a Ozo feast, where we have enjoyed the food." After having the food, they go on praising him. They think that now they say, "See, we underestimated the power of our vote. Last time we didn't know that our vote had such power to give such, to make Marcus Ibe as a cultural minister, make him win in the elections and send him, and he becoming the cultural minister." So what they had thought, but when the feasting was over, the villagers told themselves they had underestimated the power of the ballot paper. That ballot paper is the paper where each and every citizen has got a right to put his vote. So here in this ballot paper, they put the vote for whom they want to select before, and should not do so again. So this time we are not going to put our ballot papers free of cost. So we are going to do something different this time. The Chief Honorable Marcus also knew that there is going to be a bit of change. It won't be that easy a win this time. And here what he had done is he had drawn 5 months salary in advance. And not only that, he had changed a few £100 into shillings. And he had not only taken 5 months salary in advance, and he was also changed the few £100 into shillings, and he had given for all his campaigners, that is campaigning boys, a beautiful little jute bags, which were very decorative little jute bags. And in this decorative little jute bags, the money used to be kept, shillings used to be put and given to the person. In the day he had made, usually what used to happen at the time of election is, day full he used to go and attend all the campaigns. Like he used to go there, he promises what he is going to bring changes this time when he comes to power, or he will be promising what he is going to give to his people when he wins the election. And he will be going on giving speeches to the village people. Day full he made his speeches. At night times, the most important campaigners of his stalwart campaigners are the most important campaigners of this election. They would do whispering campaigns. The whispering campaigns is the secret campaigns which were done usually at the night times. And Roof was the most trusted of these campaigners. All the secret talks of this meeting used to take place, and the most trusted was a Roof, who was very important person there. And he, in one of the secret campaignings, we see the whispering campaigns which happen at night, where we see Roof telling the having a meeting there with some of the Ibigo Iswan people, that Ibigo people, where he says, we have a minister on our village. See, we are so proud. So our own village has got a minister, and he is also one of our sons. He is from our village. He said to the group of elders in the house of Igubo Iswan, a man of high traditional title who was there. Means these were the people who were the head of the Ibigo clan, Ibigo society. And in that, he said, the man, what greater honor can a village have? See, more than what we are seeing here, we have got such a, we are to be very proud that he belongs to our Ibigo society. Do you ever stop to ask yourself why we should be singled out for this honor? I will tell you, it is because we are favored by the leaders of the PAP. So here we have to think. See, Marcus Ibe is one of our own village boy, and not only that, we are very, very proud that he is the cultural minister, and we have put our vote to him and he has selected, and we are very proud that he is from our village. See, this time I will tell you, it is become and he is the favored leader of this particular People's Alliance Party. Whether we are going to cast our vote or not, Marcus Ibe will win in his election, and he will be continue his ruling, and he may be an important minister in the next coming government also. Think what we are going to get it is, think of the pipe-borne water they have promised. The PAP or the People's Alliance Party has promised this time that the pipe-borne water, they are going to give us, lay the pipes here in the village, and they are going to give me us the water. And besides Roof and his assistants, there were 5 who are the people who are there in the particular whispering campaign. What we see is Roof was the head who was giving, and he had assistants, and there were 5 elders in the room also. So they were the 5 elders of the Ibigo society who were sitting there. They were the leaders of the Ibigo society, and not only that, Roof was the one who was doing this whispering campaign with his assistants in one of the rooms. And it was the evening time, and there was this hurricane lamp also which was put in that room, and which was having a yellowish light in the middle of the room. And most of the leaders who were those 5 leaders, they were sitting on a very low stool, which was a respectable place on the floor, and directly in front of them, in front of these 5 leaders, there were 2 shilling pieces. So they were, the money which was kept there in front of each of the leaders was 2 shillings. 2 shillings, and outside, beyond the fastened door, the moon kept a straight face, it is said. So it was the night time where this whispering campaigns took place, and here we see Roof was the most trusted one who could discuss the give and take in the election. So for 1 vote, the discussion was going on in front of the Ibigo leaders, where these 5 leaders and the Roof and his assistants were discussing for 1 vote how much money is to be. So this much of money the Marcus Ibe was offering from the side, where Roof was telling that for how much there. So they had kept 2 shillings in front of each of the leader, means 1 vote is equal to 2 shillings. That was the discussion which was going on when Marcus Ibe tells this. So here I would like to end, children, the second part of this particular lesson, the voter. Tomorrow I will be continuing, you people, the third part. So children, thank you for listening.